to Week 15 of the National Football League. And we'll see Brock Purdy. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the 49ers and the Rams under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's Week 15. It just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your career, get invited back to training camp next season. A lot of teams' years are made at the end of the year, and a lot of individual players' careers are made down the stretch here in these final couple weeks.
Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. 1st and 10. Purdy. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd and a yard. Slot man in motion left. Purdy now on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and short. Purdy through the air, connecting with Debo. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, first and goal. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Let's go now.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They bring a tight end in motion left. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They were stopped on second down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. And he will power his way into the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, 2nd among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Now it's Stafford. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers, we have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down. This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more. So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowski, out to punt. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Rams offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. He'll locate Cup. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Stafford to throw again. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. It's Stafford. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, L.A.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Niners offense going to take over just before the half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy now on 2nd down. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Third down, Purdy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Rams offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. As we head into this final stretch of games, take note. He comes into this one leading the NFL in receiving yards. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Kupp in motion. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down. He'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this turns out to be a nice return as he is out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
49ers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. 1st and 10 for Purdy. Now he takes off. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is caught, side of the end zone. George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those...
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Play action, Stafford. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Niners offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down. They motion the slot man left. First and 10. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on first down is Purdy. A hit, and he has lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
On second down, Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It was stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll drop to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. What can they do here? This is third and forever. Slot man in motion left. Third and long. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this. They'll come up for first and 10. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. A 57-yard attempt. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Still first down.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up second and long. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. First down picked up. They'll run it for the first time with Elijah Mitchell. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. The Rams use their third and final timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one.
Let's go.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.